Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's an all-you-can-geek Gamecast. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinside,
Ahoy!
and Tony Korkanakis.
Hey, hey, hey.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners and viewers. We are live right now, Twitch, Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. If you miss these live broadcasts, we're over on YouTube. Subscribe to either, both channels, whatever you want to do. That way you know when we go live, you get out and when we post. Also, give us a like over on YouTube and a comment. We'd love to hear from you. All right, guys. Gamecast. We just had a great movie cast. Go check that out. We talked about God of War at the end. So tune into that one. But this is the games, guys. What have we been playing? Mike, kick us off. What have we been playing?
Same things actually. I'm still playing Pirate Yakuza. I finished the main story. I'm just doing some side content. Finishing like the quest that goes with the side content. As far as the main story, it does finally like matter a little bit at the very end, but it's mostly a side story really overall. But still happy with it. The side content is just about as big as what you would get in a typical
Yeah.
mainline game. So there's a lot to do. I finished the Minato Girl side quest series, which ends in one of the more ridiculous things I've seen in the series. A lot of live action video of. I guess one of these characters is played by a Japanese comedian who, like, I guess he has a shtick.
Yeah.
So there's this whole sequence of him, like, doing some dumb shit with these. It's pretty dumb, and I don't know if like
Okay.
translates to. It doesn't really translate to me too well. But I was more impressed just how weird it was, and that this was happening in this game more than being like actually laughing at what I was supposed to laugh at, I guess. So it was, but it's unique. I'll tell you
Okay.
that, and yeah. So I will probably finish that up pretty soon. But
Yeah.
and otherwise, I'm still playing Marvel Rivals. Had a pretty awful losing streak, and then almost made up for it afterwards. But um, the big controversy now is everyone's realizing that since you can still climb with a losing record, everyone's ranks are getting inflated. Um, but whatever. I still prefer it that way. I still want you to feel like you're progressing, even if you're slightly doing under 500. But that's just me.
Okay. All right. Tony?
Uh, Mostly Monster Hunter Wild still. I finally beat um, low rank, which is, I guess, what you would consider like the minimum to see the credits.
Mm.
But that's really only like half of the game, I would say, because now high rank is unlocked, and now high rank is like, hey, welcome to the big leagues.
Oh,
You
this
know,
is the real
we're
Monster
taking
Hunter
yeah,
now.
yes, we're taking off the training wheels. And I swear to God, Corey, the very first monster I fought after this, I was thinking to myself, I was like, wow, I can't wait for Corey to get to here because he's gonna complain about the lack of difficulty the entire time. Because these monsters fuck you up. I'm just like, holy shit. I was just like, okay, I need to change the way
All
I
right.
play because I mean, the same thing. I was like, oh, I'm just bullying these monsters. Like, they can't,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Well, you're not learning anything, right? Because when you're playing it in the game, like for
Yeah.
me anyway, like you're hitting these monsters, and it's just like, well, I'm just doing the same thing over and over. I'm not like there wasn't any point where I felt like I need to switch to this specific ammo for this monster or anything, because otherwise, I just felt like I could just eventually kill them without having to do all that stuff. And so
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I was learning the Monster Hunter game as much as I was going through.
Yeah, what I'm discovering is there are side quests where if you don't do the side quests are explaining how different systems
Mm-hmm.
work. For example, like your Palico is like, hey, I need you to get me this thing. And so you go and get this thing. And he's like, thanks. Because of that, I learned this. And he gives you a quest. And
Oh.
it's like, oh. So it's like, I get it now. And you talk to somebody else. And they're like, hey, if you do this, I'll give you like explosive bombs and stuff. And it's like, wait a second. Because, for example, I was playing last night with a friend. And we were hunting a Rathalos. And we were beating it up. And it flew away. And by the time we caught up with it, it was already sleeping in its cave. And I was about to hit, and she's like, "Wait, hold on a second." And she places like this giant explosive barrel thing down. He's like, all right, go ahead and hit it now. I was like, all right. And I didn't know this at the time, but apparently when a monster's sleeping, all damage that is done to it is automatically a crit. So my attack set off the bomb and also hit him. So it was just like this gigantic explosion, busted up a bunch of his body parts and exposed wounds and whatnot. I'm like, okay, like I could see the death now because beforehand it's just like, just mash the buttons, whatever, and you're just as long as you could dodge, you're gonna win. But now it's like I have to pay attention to like status effects. I have to pay attention to like elemental bonuses or disadvantages, kind of like Pokemon, where it's like, oh, what is this monster? Like, I need to equip, this set for this, type of monster. So it's opened up for sure. I'm enjoying a lot more. I actually tried to play with Mike's friend last night. He never got back to me until today. He's like, oh, sorry, I was on the last game, the last Monster Hunter. I was like, oh, well, that happens.
Okay.
But
because my other friend hasn't bought the game, but played Rise on Game Pass. Unfortunately for them,
it's coming. It's getting ripped.
You're
off.
watching. It's going away at the end of March anyway. Rise is not on Pass after the 31st.
Yeah.
Get it?
It's all right. The game's, I think it's like $10-$20 on sale. So like,
yeah.
Just buy video games. Just buy video games. You can buy a video game with actual money. You don't have to wait for a game to be on Game Pass.
Yeah. No, you can buy a license for it too. I just have it digitally.
Yeah.
You should buy it. I mean, this idea of Game Pass at least lets you really get into the game like that. If you like it that much, throw the extra cash in.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, enjoying that. So that'll be a fun thing to do with like friends, because it really is cool when people are just like, you're playing with friends and it's like everybody has their own weapon and the weapons play completely differently. Kind of like an Elden Ring, Jim. Where it's just like every weapon literally has its own move set, and being a master of a weapon, it's a thing, right? Where it feels good, right? Because I'm learning the nuances of my weapon, and I'm like, okay, now I'm interested. Like, do I change it up? Do I try to learn a second weapon yet? But we'll see. But this week,
you can't be afraid of the guy that like does 10,000 different kicks. You gotta be afraid of the guy that does 10,000 of the same kick, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, other than that, Xenoblade Chronicles X is coming out this week, so just reviewing very reviews.
Well. Oh my gosh, I'm like, no, I'm not even like, I got Monster Hunter, so much Monster Hunter, and now I'm probably gonna have to drop Monster Hunter for Xenoblade.
Yeah,
but it's on Switch, right?
Yeah,
so it's like, I don't play that so much, but I gotta dust it off.
Yeah, the one thing is I didn't realize how much content they added apparently with like a new episode or whatever that wasn't in the original release. So I'm like, oh damn, okay, this is gonna be a meaty RPG,
a whole new experience for you.
Yeah, exactly, and a new soundtrack or new additions to the soundtrack too. So I'm like, oh, okay, like really get into it, because it's one of the things where, yeah, again, just personally metaphor didn't hit for me at all. So I'm like, okay,
you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah. Nice.
Cool. All right, Corey.
Yeah, it's playing a little Monster Hunter still, but not as much as I have been, just because Jump to Lightspeed, which is the new Star Wars set, came out. I've been a lot of Star Wars.
Yeah, nice.
So
nice. Yeah, nothing really for me. Sorry, I haven't played much, so I'll have to get back into the Pirate Yakuza game. So, all right.
Cool.
Let's get into some news though. A lot of stuff going on in the gaming world. Let's kick it off with Lego Pokemon. How about that? Let's just go with Lego Pokemon. So, Tony, you posted this one. We've got... So now, to give everybody a little bit of history with Pokemon and Lego, this has not existed because Pokemon's been with that other company, that other Lego brick.
Mega Block.
Yeah.
Mega Block.
So, Lego finally has the Pokemon licensing done. It's impressive because I wonder what they can do with this set. The video game sets have gotten so good. Like, so good.
Yeah, especially that Mario Kart one. I was like, oh, shit.
The Mario Kart one looked amazing. And even the Super Mario one is awesome. Like, I still want that one.
Yeah.
The pixelated one that looks so cool. I do wish they would do some more Zelda stuff. But having the Pokemon stuff is pretty exciting to see what they're going to do.
You can branch out to not just Nintendo stuff, but like the Overwatch stuff was cool, and the Horizon
Overwatch.
I saw that. Right. I did go to like a Lego. That's what's funny is I went to a Legoland over this weekend, and they had sets there for the Horizon sets, and they look really good actually. The
I thought you were
Horizon
gonna say
sets.
Overwatch. Like what?
No, they had the Horizons ones there. And I was
I
like,
know, you
oh,
can't
that looks
find
really good
Overwatch. The
actually.
Overwatch stuff is really valuable now.
Is it? Yeah. So
Once Lego
But,
sets go out of print, they go ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like if you want to invest in something that's not the stock market right now, buy Lego.
yeah. Yeah, I wait. You know what's funny is the one I bought never did though. I bought the original Batcave from 1966 Batman one, and like that one out of print, and it stayed the same price. They didn't go down, but it's like I never opened it, and I was like, you know, what, I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't have room for it, so I sold it for the pretty much the same I bought
Really?
it for. Yeah, that did not go up in price.
How
I had
long-
it for
how long
years.
is it? Really?
Oh yeah, I had it for years. I would probably say I had about 7 years before I got rid of it.
So the one exception I think with some things is if they make a newer version. So like Millennium Falcon. There's so many Millennium Falcons. Like the one I
Yeah.
have, like
Doesn't
probably
have-
depreciated a little bit. So like if they did a newer Batcave or something, that's probably why. But
Yeah.
some stuff like is unlikely to get a reprint or anything. So, but yeah, I mean, end of the day, I think it's going to be very successful for them because I mean, even Mega Bloks is fucking making money off of Pokemon because they had that license for decades, I think 2 decades, a long time, like a long time. So I'm wondering if Lego gave them a favorable deal because that's the only way I could see Nintendo and the Pokemon company going to Lego all of a sudden. But yeah, it's bad for a lot of people's wallets. I definitely shared that news with some friends that are into Lego, and they're like, "Oh no," and with Pokemon, they're like, "Oh no."
yeah, I'm sure. All right, let's see. Sony Interactive Entertainment establishes a new company, new studio, Dark Outlaw, led by Jason Blundell, who was
Revealed on a podcast,
producer...
by the way.
Huh?
This was revealed on a podcast, by the way.
It was on a podcast. Wow, that's crazy. That's weird. Yeah, because they don't have anything to talk about. But he's the producer from the producer of Call of Duty Black Ops, designed a lot of Call of Duty stuff. So
Zombies, I think, is most known
for. Zombie mode, the zombie mode for Call of Duty Black Ops 3, campaign and zombies for Call of Duty Black Ops 2. So, nothing to announce yet. He said that we will be announcing stuff as we get closer, but
I don't know why you would talk about this though. Like in this day and age where games get canceled and studios get shut down, like why would you even say this?
I don't know.
I wonder if he got in trouble for doing this. Like again, it was random on a podcast. I was like, wait, what? It's like, okay.
It's weird. Feel it there, especially if Sony hasn't said a word about it, and they've been taking flack for closing stuff.
Well, that's the other thing. Is like, how could you get excited? Like, if you're a Sony fan or whatever, where it's like, oh, a new studio, another studio to close in 5 years, right? Especially if it's supposed to be a shooter. Which I mean, if you get the guy that's been working on Call of Duty games, I can't imagine he's going to be working on like an RPG. I'm open to being wrong on that, but I would assume it's some kind of shooter.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you never know. Like Guerrilla Games, right? They were known for Killzone, and then they swapped to Horizon, so it could happen. But
yeah, but it's not like they got the guy. It's like, hey, what games have you worked on? Call of Duty? All right, yeah, come make Horizon for us.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just saying it's not likely, but you never know. But yeah, I would have to imagine it's a shooter game.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a shooter. Yeah, no doubt.
Which obviously not a crowded market or anything. Definitely easy to break into.
For more.
Yeah,
always room for more shooters.
Especially if it's games as a service. Whew, online multiplayer.
Yeah.
Plenty of people will play that.
Plenty. We'll see what they put together. Maybe it's the next.
Will we? I don't know, man. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, I mean,
I think they
might.
I think they get to announce a game. I don't know if it'll ever come out, but I think they get to announce a game.
Oh God, I'm sorry. Concord is the gift that keeps on giving. I still cannot believe that they had people just jumping off the map to end a match faster so they could all get the platinum trophy faster.
Yeah.
Before the servers went down.
Yeah. Let's see. Ubisoft. Ubisoft reportedly has lawyers in Canada's IT security agency ready to fight like harassment. They've actually advised their employees to not say they work at Ubisoft, right, on social media, afraid of backlash for Assassin's Creed Shadows that's coming out.
Getting great reviews.
Yeah,
it's
a mid-80s or something like that. But I'm not really a big Ubisoft fan, but I gotta say I applaud them for this move just because a lot of companies, especially under fucking Trump now, are walking back DEI and all that stuff. Which for the past couple of years, people like Grums on fucking Twitter have been beating drums about. Anytime a game has any hint of like either female character, a player, a character of color, race, anything like that. It's like, oh, DEI, like diversity again, blah blah blah. It's just like,
Let's put both of them in there as
it's
the
like,
main
shut the
character.
fuck up, dude. Like, I'm so tired of fucking hearing it. So
Yeah.
them actually taking a stance to like, do this, I think speaks volumes in two different ways. One, that the state of fucking social media is that bad right now, but obvious.
Yes.
When you look at who owns
we know
fucking
it is.
Twitter,
We know there are.
right?
Yeah, we know it is. Yeah.
But also, the fact that, like, imagine being like just a game developer in any portion. Like, it's like, let's say you design the rocks that gets used in the game. It's like,
Hey, I get to paint rocks.
yeah, I get to paint rocks. It's like, well, fuck you. You fucking made this DEI bullshit game. I'm gonna harass you. I'm gonna dox you. Blah blah. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, how do you have nothing better to do with your life
Internet trolls, man.
than harass
Internet trolls.
people, right?
Yeah.
And I think it was a Bungie too had to deal with this a couple of years ago with they even sued the one guy or took him to court. Corey, do you remember this?
What?
There was somebody that was harassing Bungie devs, and they had to take him to court to.
I don't remember this. Yeah, I missed. I
remember something about it. I don't know the details though.
But
Wow.
Yeah, it's fucking sad.
I mean,
It's
like
the
you said,
state of what we live in now.
Good on Ubisoft to be ready for all that, because that is. It's not a. It's a bad thing. You shouldn't have to talk about this, especially with if the game is good. Why are you complaining about the game? Enjoy the game. Enjoy the game.
It doesn't even matter. It's just
I know.
they don't.
I know
These
that.
people
That's
aren't
the
even
point.
playing the
I
game.
know.
They were never
I
gonna
know.
play the game. It's just fucking some fucking neckbeard white piece of shit.
That's it.
Is sitting
That's
in
it.
their fucking basement on their computer, being like, I'm gonna make people angry at this other game because it has a woman or a person of color in it. It's like, how are you this fucking pathetic in your life? Meanwhile, that same person's like swindling people out of money because he took money for a Patreon game or Kickstarter game that has not fruitioned at all. But these diversity games, that's the issue. Anyway, fuck Grums. I hope something bad happens to him.
Let's talk Aloy actor Ashley Birch talking about
She
the
had
AI powered.
related because she had to go quiet because of same thing what we're talking about right now.
That's right. That's right. See, you're right. That's right. Neckbeards, yeah. See that there's such bad. I mean, the internet trolls are so bad in general, and I think gamers got to
Don't say trolls. Trolls is making too light of them.
Yeah, that's true. Makes them kind of a joke.
Trolls isn't like if you're posting fucking Rick Roll like fucking leaks. That's a troll.
Yeah, you're right. Anyways, the actor Ashley Birch talked about the AI-powered leak that came out with, I guess, dubbing her voiceover without her doing it. Big concerns, obviously, for that. And they're on strike right now, the voice actors, right?
They're still on strike. Yeah.
Yeah, they're on strike.
SAG doesn't give a shit about it. Or it's a bad
this video that came out, I mean, they had to have the company had to call her, Guerrilla Games, had to call her and say they're not actively using any of this. They're just using it as a tech demo. But that is crazy. And there's no plans to pay the actors if they use their license.
Tell me what happened though, Jim.
Ridiculous. So she found. I guess there's a leak of the Aloy character.
Sony is using Aloy to demonstrate the capability of AI and voicing.
Right.
So
she never did that.
basically, it's like somebody that sounds like.
Thing.
Yeah, it sounds
the
very
character's
similar.
voiced by a real person, but this is I'm saying.
Yeah.
But in this instance, they're using an AI voiceover to demonstrate the power of the capabilities of this.
Right.
While
I think it's
adding to the point that like they're on strike and they're showing, hey, we can do this.
We don't need them.
Basically, what they were. Yeah. That's what I got from this article. It was like, oh shit, they just decided to say, hey, you know what, we can do whatever we want.
Yeah, well, and scary for the people that are like actors, and for me personally, I want that human element in there. There's like if you're gonna, like put AI and do AI stuff with everything, the human element's gone, and it just becomes weird.
I was worried when I heard that the voice actors were striking because I kind of thought they're gonna not care and just try to do stuff.
There
like
will
that.
be companies, they're just gonna like
absolutely
whatever. Good for us.
They already caught I want to say, was it Blizzard? Somebody is using AI or a lot of art assets actually.
AI art is ridiculous. Yeah. So much AI art that's getting used.
Right.
And board games, it's running rampant.
Yeah, exactly. It's just why pay an actual artist when you can just spit something in a machine and spit something
Yep.
out that's like 80% or 70%, whatever. But the thing that boggles my when I saw that Aloy thing, I was like, this is crazy because the whole point of Horizon was
Yes.
that AI leads to the downfall of
It's
mankind.
true.
Like
Yeah.
to me, I'm just like, holy shit! Some Sony executive like. What the fuck are you even thinking? It's like out of all the games you have at your disposal, all the properties, it's like, could we have Joel do this? Nah. Can we have like Drake do it?
Kratos?
Nah.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank? Nah. Aloy? Yeah, let's get Aloy to do it, right? What the fuck?
Good
Interesting
AIs in that
decision.
story.
It's like,
What-
hey,
was
let's
that
get Skynet to help us with the AI revolution.
You know, the funny part about it is I guarantee you that was not done on purpose. There's no way the executive
No,
that chose this
probably someone was like,
had
"What's a
no
character
idea.
that's like some like tech related thing we could do, like leverage?" It's like,
story.
oh,
Yeah.
Aloy's got some tech stuff going on there.
Yeah. And they had no idea what the story was about. But yes, so that's the funny part. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, like I said, this strike's still going on. Hopefully, they get that worked out. And this is the reason. This is what the actors had to deal with, in the movies.
Yeah, this is
the AI likeness.
exactly, and
So-
they will not stop. They will never stop until like we put laws into place to prevent this type of thing from happening. It's going to happen to art. It's going to happen to actors, voice actors. Like nothing is safe. Like nothing is safe, and that's under the current. It's crazy to me what might get passed because Musk is fucking behind in the AI wars, and he's like, well, shit, I gotta get my AI crap, and he's fucking whatever. I don't want to get political. Fucking, I'm just angry today.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's talk about the Turtles game, Mike. Did you see the Turtles game that's coming? The tactical.
Oh
turn-based one?
yeah.
Tactical
Did I
takedown.
talk about it when it was revealed
Yeah,
a while?
it looked like really
Yeah.
budgety.
Yeah,
It still does, but
Any
people
interest in
liked
it? I
it.
mean, May 22nd release date.
It's just they don't even animate things really. Like I was hoping this would be like a Turtles Midnight Suns.
Yeah,
Like
I get you.
obviously not social stuff or the Abbey. I didn't expect that, but no, we don't even have real animations for anything unless it's like absolutely like top tier, the best in its class at what it does. I'll probably
Yeah.
skip it.
Best in class for a licensed game? That's lofty.
I know. I'm probably gonna skip it.
I mean, I don't know. I was hoping it'd be okay to play, but the demo's coming out, so you could try a demo with
There you go.
something at least.
If it hits
So-
Game Pass,
Yeah,
I have like
I bet
4
you it's game.
games to play.
It's coming to it's coming to Steam. I think it's not coming to, right?
I think it's
So-
Steam first.
Yeah, Steam first.
I don't know
Yeah.
if consoles is consoles announced right now.
Don't see it listed. Do not see it listed right now.
Mhm.
So
PC Master Race.
yeah, but it'll run on anything. So Mike, you can try it out, whatever. So I don't really have. Do you have? I don't think there's no other news that I have here, unless I skipped something. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. So no, that's all we got for this week, guys. That's gonna wrap up this episode of the Gamecast. So once again, thanks for tuning in. We are live on Twitch Tuesday nights at 8:00. If you can't watch the live broadcast, everything is over on YouTube. So if you're watching this there, hey, give us a like and a subscribe. We'd love to hear, and a comment. We'd love to hear from you guys. We'll see you next week on the next episode. That's it for now. We are out.